like we said, jumping straight on into Anubis. ODG on this CT side.
Yeah, so we do have Zesta and Accuracy in the server as expected. ATOX has had to change up their roster a little bit. It's the 1-3-1. A lot of CTs set up in middle here, so this is going to be a massive fight for Bridge in the early to mid round. Just waiting for Accuracy. See what he's going to do with this smoke and the flash, and in comes the push from the TCSM.
Oh, beautiful flash to come through for MIQ to get some beautiful space here in mid. No reaction, so he's going to be able to get a double off of that. Alernity, last one left alive. USPS in hand. Great wraparound from ATOX here. Alernity has to be super aware. Check the corner. Oh, doesn't check it cleanly. And MIQ gets himself a fourth on the round, in fact.
Yeah, big round for MIQ. And ATOX already off to a good start. T-side Anubis here. Able to keep that CT economy a little bit of a step behind. I haven't seen as many round 2 forces in MR12 as you used to see in MR15. A lot of teams kind of forcing to save for round 4, get full util in the AWP. But nowadays, I feel like with the 2900 A1S and the light util, even on CT side maps where heavy util is kind of a necessity, a lot of teams still opting to buy round 3. Here's the standard progression smokes you often see on Anubis. That's that progression smoke to pressure B. Cut off that line of sight, and then smoke to house, molly deep into double doors. You're getting a bit of a movement in the middle of the map here for ATOX, taking some water control and also putting Dobu deep up in house as Kabal starts to look towards the extremity here.
ODG do well not to react too quickly to the few shots being fired over towards the B side. In fact, they wrap around over towards A. It is the right call, but with inferior weaponry, they're only going to be good for one. They are going to be able to... What?
Oh, you love it. That's classic Asian CS, isn't it? Alernity. Oh, his teammate unfortunately getting caught in the back by Accuracy. And look, that's a nice little Mac 10 kill. Candice will do some damage though. XC, that's another gun taken away. This one's starting to get messy here, Sam. And the bomb is all the way back in spawn, kind of scrambling to try to get into the A site here. It is the right rotation here for Zesta. Can put Dobu in a pretty favorable post plant, but they've taken a lot of damage along the way.
It started off a little bit messy, but ODG have done a very good job of stabilizing. They've managed to pick up a few upgrades for themselves. AK in hand, limited HP available, and now we've got Dobu going on a bit of a flank. And I have to keep an eye out for him. And he opts not to push it. This is a better idea. Meet up with your teammate. It's a lot easier to retake on this site, but you have to be clean with it. No, the util just a little bit too slow there. XCS is able to trade it out with 1v1. 1 HP in a dream as the HE just does not finish him off. Oh, spots the shoulder, but it's a great little peek there. And Dobu will get the last kill.
Yeah, they've taken way too much damage there. ATOX losing 4 guns. Shaves a lot off the T-side economy and on the 1400 loss bonus, despite the bomb plant. They're going to fully invest in here, which makes a lot of these players double eco. You know, Cabal, Zesta, Accuracy, all going to be double eco if they lose this round. So really good reset potential here for ODG should they win this first gun round for themselves. And those extra kills giving them a little bit of extra util across the board. Progression smokes over to the A side of the map and bridge, but it's actually a mid-round push in towards E-box, looking for a fight on water side. But ATOX rewarded for their patience. Don't get caught off by that pinch. So ODG with no players on A here. How do they opt to respond? Now the progression util out of ATOX, smoke into house and deep into A main is going to start to pull these rotations apart. The molly onto double door is going to force XC back. The CTs can't really find an angle to take a duel here.
Great molly, but now the aggression comes through from ODG. It worked out for them in the previous round. Unfortunately, this time, instantly sat down by MIQ. That's going to give them a little bit of information. Could it be that A site? Oh, swings into the flash, but Cabal is so clean. Ice in the veins. Gets that kill. Now there's only 3 players left here for ODG. Get 1 kill over towards the B site, but it's not going to be too much of a difference maker. The execute is still coming in towards A. Rainbow with too many targets. Cannot decide on who to aim at, and now with only 2 players left, they have to somehow stop this bomb from getting planted. It's not going to happen.
Really well worked from ATOX there. Could see what ODG was going for. Early progression smoke into A main and a deep smoke onto bridge, trying to keep the T's at arm's length and trying to fight in towards water side and catch a T, trying to come up close towards E-box and throw that progression util in the early round. But ATOX rewarded for their patience and able to, after the initial early to mid round, work the middle of the map and end up with an A site ending. Keeps 4 guns alive, going to steady the economy. And now into the anti-eco. ODG, knowing that the money is still not built up too heavily, really need to try to get a couple kills with these pistols. Rage really trying to force the issue here in front of that door volley. A difficult shot to be connecting, and he's getting aim punched to high heaven.
Nice little angle here from Cabal. Waiting for a player to walk into his sights, and while he's busy playing hide and seek there, the action is happening over towards that B site. Cabal will eventually get that kill. And Rainbow, last one left alive here. And another kill would be magical. If he could sneak away with a weapon, even better. But none of those are going to come to pass. And it's going to be ATOX with their cleanest round yet.
Yeah, 4 alive again. Really steadying their economy after losing a lot of guns in round 2. So they're in a fantastic position. And now we get to see accuracy statistically in some of these online qualifiers, as well as the domestic Mongolian leagues. This guy's actually got pretty decent stats on the AWP. Mongolia, a region that historically has had a tough time deciding who to put on the AWP at times. But, you know, obviously seeing recently on Mongols, they're picking up some young talent, getting 9-10 on in there. And here we go. Maybe this is another one of them. Nice early pick for accuracy right off the bat, giving ATOX the man advantage. And ODG really having a tough time here on CT Vertigo so far, Sam.
Vertigo?
Oh, sorry. CT side Anubis. My bad.
Yeah. Even better, it takes out the AWP player. Now, Alernity is eventually able to pick that back up. But that's incredible. Winning out that AWP duel. Really stamping his mark here. Again, we see a little bit of util used over towards A. Trying to just bait out a little bit. ODG are not buying into it. They can't afford to over-rotate. But spread so thin across this map.
Looking like a B-site ending here. ATOX making moves towards E-box. Zestar, he's not patient enough. We'll definitely be losing a duel here, but in comes the progression utility. It's perfectly timed on the peak. Double dink in from Zestar, and Cabal now scaling in as well. He gets a second entry, and surely this will just be a save here for ODG. They're going to keep throwing guns at it, and it's definitely not worth it. Cabal's on the warpath. 4K for him. Sorry, 3K for him, just running straight into the site. Unreal. ODG doesn't really feel like they're ready for ATOX in the mid to late round there at all. Not even really shooting back. Not great reactive utility. And although Alernity was on a really nice spot, really nice line in from Ninja there, just a really awkward timing for him, and he cops a double dink to the head.
ODG really struggling with maintaining any sort of space here. Being spread so thin across the map there. And ATOX slowing things down works out well for them now. Eagles again. Haven't really had too much success with it so far in accuracy. Under pressure, under fire. And he will still get that opening kill of the round here. Zesta follows it up with a second. That's the A side. Oh, sorry, the B side. Almost free and clear. Boy, last one left here. Jumps out. Actually is able to get one for himself. Does he recover the weapon? Not able to. Still on the pistol, chasing down accuracy. And that's not a person that you want to get into a 1v1 with. Now, the last couple of players moving in on towards the site. But the bomb's long gone. It's headed over towards A. And once again, it's Rainbow, last man standing.
Yeah, money's really good here for ATOX. They just need to make sure they close this round. Rainbow, though, despite not having a kit, does have armor. But all the footsteps heard by accuracy here. Posted up on bridge side. He's just going to shoot Rainbow in the back on the rotation through the middle of the map. So ATOX going to secure themselves another round despite losing a couple guns there and things getting a little scary for a moment. No pause here for ODG despite things not really going well for them in the opening couple of rounds here. CT side Vertigo. They need to win a couple of gun rounds in a row to even start to slow down this T-side economy. If they have any kind of reset potential, it'll probably have to be 2 or 3 gun rounds in a row for them. So far, they're struggling to even put one together.
Looking to take a little bit more of an aggressive push here as Rage gets all the way up mid. Let's see if he can catch one on the cross. He unscopes. He moves away as the flash comes out, and he's being spammed. Excuse me? They just walk straight past him. He pulls out the weapon. It takes him forever to actually get the kill. Oh my goodness, absolute chaos. But it's down to 3 versus... Nope, 2v2. This is still recoverable for ODG. That first little bit was so chaotic, but they managed to take advantage of it. Now they need to play pixel perfect. They cannot allow this bomb to go down.
Yeah, the tower boost allowing that player to go through the smoke there. It's actually a full execute onto A here. Going to limit Eternity's vision. Throws a molly that doesn't really hit the mark. Going into sight, aggression, smoke, and a flash to try to create some space for these CTs to start scaling into the site. First still one there, and that quick flood retake before the post plant is even established for ATOX gets ODG their first round here. But they took a lot of damage doing it. 3 guns dropped over, AWP not retained. So 2.9 loss bonus. The soft reset potential is really there, and that is why both in Go and even more so MR12 here in CS2, add in the fact that it's a T-sided map, it is so difficult to chase these score lines on the CT side.
And this is where ODG really needs to start bringing it back. And to be fair, that last round, it was one off of chaos, off of some odd angles. It wasn't really off of like a strategic set play, if I could put it that way. It's not the way that you want to be winning these rounds, but a win is a win. You'll take that every day of the week, and already they've managed to bring this down. 3 versus 2 here. Where was this ODG in the first 6 rounds?
Yeah, it's just a messy round. I mean, you look at the deaths across the map. B main, E box, 2 in A main. Everyone's fighting everything at once. Dobu left in a 1-on-3. Man's got a lot of experience, but 25 HP. Don't think it's going to be coming together for him. Definitely enjoying watching this ATOX team play. A little bit of a blend of some older guys with some up-and-comers from Good. I think the Mongolian shuffle has definitely kind of left them a step behind. The likes of the Huns, for example, who recently beat Lin Vision in a qualifier, I noticed. That was an interesting one. That's where Yami's off to. Dobu, can he isolate this one-on-one here? Rainbow, not ready for him, but knife out. Unfortunate. And that's going to be a second round here for ODG. 3 alive, starting to build up some money. And you're starting to see some of these T's quite broke here, Sam. Lucky that Cabal is the Bank of Mongolia right now. Going to be throwing across the AKs to all the boys. But once that's been divvied out at 2.4 loss bonus, I think they could probably get soft reset here. And ODG could potentially get themselves up to 4 if they can win this gun round.
This is a fantastic opportunity here for ODG. Unfortunately, not going to have AWP in hand as much as they've started to get a bit of a streak going. Haven't really built up the cash. And to be honest, Rage hasn't really done much with it. So stick with those rifles. Stick with what's working. For now, it looks like it's going to be the push in towards the B site. Good little bit of utility to slow ATOX down. They generally play a slower game, but now they're going to burst in onto the site. MIQ going to get the first, but it is going to be traded. Now Rage playing ring around the rosy with the pillar here. Trying to catch somebody off guard. Swings out, instantly taken out. And now it's down to one last player. Exy, being the top player on the team so far, is good for 1. Can he at the very least make it a second? Will he go for the save? It might be the smarter call, but instead... he's going to see what he can get. Flash comes out and he's forced to retreat, and he very nearly gets that kill onto Cabal, but now his position is known. He's going to be watched like a hawk. Swings out one more time and is still able to connect onto accuracy. Finally, his reign of terror will end, but wow, good attempt.
I'm surprised he just doesn't save there off the bat. I mean, they really could have used that extra rifle going into this round. He's definitely shaving down ATOX's economy, who once again are 1400 loss bonus. This could, if they can win this round, this could be a hard reset, and I would really be considering some kind of force. At the minimum, there's got to be a hero rifle investment or something. I'm not really sure what they're going for here. I mean, I know it's pistol armor. Really would have liked to see a hero M4 or something on XE, especially with how sharp he was looking at the end of that last round. And the Eagles do some damage. That's all RNG. That second shot from Rage. Able to now take a couple of guns away from ATOX, and they're a player down. Now this push in through A main, like they're just running in one at a time across the map, not really supported by util. This is not how you anti-eco.
A little bit of that overconfidence coming through here. Now at a player deficit, they still do have an advantage. They start moving their way into this B site.
Oh, no.
Oh man, these Deagles have been crisp. Only not able to get that second one, however, is forced off the position, does manage to live. HG's gonna come out, forces him out of position, not gonna be able to connect. Accuracy, great flush from him, but he's 1 versus 2. Man against the world. Got some time to work with here, but they're not gonna give him the opportunity. He's still gonna get the next kill onto Eggsy. He has control of the bomb. Smoke's gonna come out, give him a little bit of space to work with, a bit of room to breathe. Bomb's gonna get planted. His final position is gonna be incredibly important.
He's gonna tuck himself into Ninja. Knows the last position of Rainbow was over towards Waterside, so considering the CT spawn rotation and the B main flank, could be a creep up through the E-box smoke. Rainbow coming in through B main, almost a decent timing for him. And they've actually thrown that reset in the bin. Has to be said, ODG in a 3-on-1, giving accuracy 1v1s over and over and over again. That could have been the half-buy win on the pistols there for ODG to pick up a couple of rifles and have a massive economy swing for themselves. And then you're talking maybe recovery, like even a 5-7 half could be potential. Regardless though, here into round number 11, do have the gun round, could have, once again, a hard reset on the economy of ATOX and potentially an easier 12th round to try to recover this at 4-8, which wouldn't be the worst CT side vertigo.
Rage gets that AWP kill, you know, I gave him a little bit of heck for it, but he's proven me wrong. Now Rainbow, beautiful hold here. Seeing some much better plays out of ODG now. It's a great start to the round. No damage taken, but a lot of damage dealt. ATOX with only 2 players left. This has gone to hell in a handbasket.
It's good. Rainbow continuing to aggress. Classic Chinese CS playstyle. Never stop peeking, never stop aggressing. And it's worked out beautifully this time for ODG. Like I said, that's a hard reset. 1600, 1400. Money is looking absolutely woeful for the T side here. Got to go for pistol armor buy. Maybe down to a Mac 10 or a Galil here or there. But ODG, a really good opportunity here to try to salvage a half that they were getting absolutely obliterated in so far. 4th for them could be massive if they can start to get things rolling on their T side of Vertigo. Could be a completely different game next half.
4 rounds is certainly recoverable. Let's see if they can confirm that for themselves. I'm very happy to see Accuracy doing so well. I remember casting him, I think it was last season when he was playing on Kintsugi, and Kintsugi weren't the best team, but he was performing exceptionally. So good to see him given a great opportunity here. The pistol rush is actually, well, low buy rush, getting some really good value here. 2 versus 2. Bomb planted. Alright, Rage sneaking in around back here. Position not known just yet. Is going to be able to catch one off guard. Time is ticking away. Dabu, as the smoke comes through, before it has time to bloom, he's able to get that kill. Now, knows that the bomb has been tapped. Hash to push out. Panics a little bit. As the flash comes through, he's able to deny it. That's the first round, first half. We're going to go into a quick break. We'll see you after this. Well, it's a 9-3 half here for ATOX, but according to Nauri's law, this is where the comeback happens for ODG. That is the scoreline, 9-3. So we'll see if
they can bring some of that crazy aggression that they were bringing in on CT side last half into the T side here on Anubis. I could definitely see some kind of comeback get formulated, but we'll see how we go. Again, just the 2 grenades here, and that's a beautiful start for Rage. He's been dropped to P250 for a reason. And ATOX now, without too much control of the middle of the map, this is going to start pulling their rotations further over. Zesta having to think about heading towards middle and backing accuracy up. Who was looking for another duel, but falls off the line. Rage picking up that line towards middle, and now with ODG with a setup in the middle of the map, going to smoke off the left side and try to split 8.
Smoke there. Oh, and they instantly back out. It's a little bit of a fake. They start rushing it over towards the B side, but do they know that Dobu has pushed out B main and is waiting? They have no idea that the shot gets fired. His position is known. Rage sneaks up behind him. Great little backstab flank there. With ATOX, only 3 players left alive here. They do have a little bit of a flank of their own. The dualies coming through here. MIQ can't quite make the shots connect. Finally, it does come through. And it's down to the 1 versus 1. Rage's position is known. MIQ is going to swap pistols. And it's a spray and pray dream coming through here. Yeah, okay. MIQ actually can't, no kit, can't defuse. But it was a fun little kerfuffle there with the pistols.
Yeah. Far from done, though. Obviously, 2.9 for him. We'll see if they do force round 2. You don't see it as commonly lately, but I feel like, yeah, exactly this. I mean, A1S, even with no head armor, pretty strong at the moment. So ATOX going to roll in with the confidence buy, can sometimes catch your opponent off guard. But ODG, that's a first step in the right direction. They're actually respecting this buy quite heavily. 4 rifles out. You can start to see things get a little bit dangerous sometimes when teams go down to too many MAC 10s and try to go for a farm in round 2. Like ODG making moves over towards water side, and that's exactly where this hero M4 is, Sam.
Oh, just instantly deleted. Tries to clear the close angle, doesn't check the wider angle. He's traded out. One of those big weapons instantly deleted from ATOX. Still got a little bit to work with here. It's a risky force into this round, but if they can make it work, it'll definitely be worth it. Now Igzy trying to watch the flank. Oh, doesn't check for Zesta, has no idea. And that's a free upgrade up to a Galil here.
I think that's just a lack of awareness. They know that a duel came in over on B main side. In this 3-on-4 though, ODG going to pick up the pace, start making their way through A main. Accuracy now the only one left alive over here on this side of the map. Waiting for the CT rotations to start to scramble in. Zesta running straight through the smoke, but Rainbow's dealt with him, and here from Heaven's side, Accuracy just cannot connect a shot. No one's checked him. How is he allowed to get away with that? Dobu now running through A main, clears up 2 more, and ATOX in a messy scrap of a round, able to get themselves into double digits and break the T-side economy in round 2. And was it done in the fashion I expected, Sam? Absolutely not. But that's why you see the round 2 forces when someone multi-frags in the pistol and gets himself 2.9k.
Yeah, it was a very messy round from ODG, you mentioned, right? Lack of awareness out towards the T spawn. And then as they're in onto the A site, everybody's so focused in on accuracy with a pistol up on high. Nobody checks Dobu, nobody checks main. It's a beautiful pincer. That's It's another round here for ATOX, getting them up to double digits. And of course, now they're going to be able to buy in quite heartily. Looking to shut this down as Rage tries to gain a little bit of space and is instantly taken down. Nice little bit of utility coming out as well, chipping away at the ODG health line. Aggressive push coming through, but Oi will punish. 3 versus 2 here. Some great economic... Oh, what a shot! Nice little upgrade here for Oi. And yeah, economic damage, very nice. If they could get the bomb down, but bomb unfortunately is currently in no man's land. And it's all down to Oi, who is probably going to just hold on to the gun.
I think he's got to go for it, to be honest. I mean, they've invested absolutely everything in this round. Trying to win with the Deagle armor and reset ATOX because they're so far behind in this game. So we'll see if he does save. He's kind of having a look to see if he can catch one of these CTs on the flank. But even if he does save, there's really not a whole lot to bring into the next round for ODG, who don't have the loss bonus or the bomb plant behind them, and going to get cleaned up by MIQ there. So, an 11th for ATOX. Their round 2 force has really put the nails in the coffin now, and ODG, look, I think it's probably got to be a full save here and try to make the comeback all the way from 8-round deficit in the gun round next, but they just really haven't looked competitive enough. I think it feels like the fundamentals definitely not there for this team, quite honestly. It's classic Chinese CS, taking aim duels absolutely everywhere at the same time, and you're doing that against a team who they kind of look like they're a little bit more talented pound for pound and a little bit more well coordinated on the side of ATOX.
Accuracy's going to get himself that first there. Oh, and it's just a spray down from Cabal. 3k for him. Last player left here is Rainbow. He's had some clean shots with the Deagle previously. Bit of economic damage is probably the most he can hope for, and let's face it, that doesn't really chalk up to too much here by the end of this round. Yep, it is map point here for ATOX on their opponent's map pick.
Yeah. And despite the recent roster changes, ATOX showing that they've got the quality here against a team in the middle of the table. I mean, in terms of the hierarchy of this league right now, ODG were, I think, 4 and 6 or something. ATOX was 7 and 2 right up the top, something like that. So I think this is kind of the expected result in this series. I think ODG, they very much needed this win to try to, as we mentioned, sneak up towards the top of the table. But so far on their own map pick, it has not been going well. Looks at like a B main timing here. Zestar ready with the reactive utility, going to try to fall away by time for Dobu to have some impact in from Ebox side, and he's able to get away with 2 there, Sam.
2 players left here for ODG. Oh man, it's just falling apart at the seams. Bomb is completely lost. Rage is the last one. Not entirely certain of his position yet. He's just given it away. Smoke comes through, tries to spam it out, and that's it. That's going to be Doku getting the last kill of the round there. 13-4 in favor of ATOX. Coming into this, we definitely favored them.